Everyone here with another casted game. On one corner we have Tracker AOE playing the Mongols. Casted game, says my wife. So Kaup on the other side of the House of Lancaster. Both of these are high-level Conk 3 players. And once again, when I was searching through the observable tab, I saw Mongol versus House of Lancaster, and I thought, that sounds really interesting. Because Mongols, I think, traditionally have struggled against English, with House of Lancaster being an English variant. Do the Mongols have any better chance here? And so, since we're in the early game here, there's a good chance we won't see anything happen for a while. Oh, early barracks? Early barracks? Maybe we are gonna see something here. I'm sorry. Well, as we're waiting to see what Kaup's plan is, I was just gonna say that House of Lancaster is one of the civs that Mongols cannot tower rush. They can't put that early pressure onto them. It's interesting. Kaup was going to open mining camp and then went barracks instead. So he had like a change of heart here. So you're not going to see the early barracks from Mongols. You're not going to see them go out in tower rush because of the English short bows. Their villagers can shoot. So that means if there's a villager dropping a tower or they're spearmen, the villager's going to shoot them away. So it's a waste of time. So what other advantages can Mongols do? Well, the Mongols do have double production to the Uvu. They also can trade really well. And so I've had this theory, I've had this wonder, if a House of Lancaster player is committing to full manor boom, would trade beat it? And I think so. But what Kaup's doing instead is that he's going to tower rush the tower rusher. This is interesting. This is interesting. So right now he has 3 spears queued, 2 on the way, villager with them. Now the gold is in the back, but that is far away from the TC. What does Kaup see? What did he scout? So let me switch over to Kaup here. So Kaup saw the gold. So I wonder when he did his initial scout of the Mongols, he saw the gold was like, so this is what we talk about, being able to adjust in the moment. So Kaup in the moment saw back gold, but really far away from the starting town center, and the next gold really close by, and the other gold really far away. Like, I should tower rush this. It makes sense for him to tower rush this gold. It's going to put Tracker in a really bad spot. Tracker is going to get enough gold to age up, but it's actually not the gold. He's going to tower rush the Uvu, which is the main method of like Mongol unit production. They can double produce units of stone, and so without the Uvu, that's a huge advantage taken away from the Mongols. And he's going to do a tower too. This is interesting. This is interesting. So he's not trying to stop an age up. He's just trying to stop the bonus of the Mongols. 3 spears here. This Uvu is going to get steadily burned down. Now it's time to see how Tracker responds to this. I don't think he was expecting this, that's for sure, because I think he did a little buzz by and the barracks haven't been built yet. So I wonder if this was Kaup's plan from the beginning. He went early mining camp to fool Tracker. Once Tracker went away, deleted it and went barracks. So catching Tracker completely by surprise. I am having trouble with my words today. 4 spears. He went 4 spears here. Starting to work towards the age up. So going to the mining camp suggests he's ready to age up. 4 spears are all you're going to do. Tracker is aging up right now with 4 on the silver tree. But, you know, there's not really a good trade right now. So think about what else this tower's doing. This tower's kind of ruining his ability to trade. If he wants to trade side to side, so this mining trade post over here, he puts it over here, the trader's going to go right through his tower. If he puts it in this corner and trades to this, he will go in front of the tower, but the tower, like, that puts it really in the middle. I don't know. This puts a lot of pressure on Tracker here. As I said, he's not going to get his double production. He's not going to get that bonus that really helps give Mongols tempo in the early part of the game. Still burning. I wonder if Kaup just commits to a really strong all-in. So, nope, early stone. So this is just, he does want to add some manners. Now, the interesting part in the Lancaster meta has been this shrine of feudal aggression with only a few manners. Oh, the villager is caught out. This villager will probably die. In the process, the villager's like, I will take some sheep with me to the afterlife. I will not go softly into this grenade. He's actually forcing the Khan away because he doesn't want to lose any more sheep. 2 villagers heading out for Tracker. He's going to drop a tower and an Uvu to make sure it can't be burnt down. Lancaster Castle coming down near the gold. So that's a nice little production for the gold. But here's the thing, guys. Lancaster Castle isn't that amazing of a defensive landmark. If you have a few units, only shoot slowly. You can't garrison it, so it's not like the most intimidating presence. He dropped off the sheep. Now he's back to kill the villager, now that his sheep are protected. Spears are just traveling around looking, I think, trying to figure out where the next Uvu is going to be. So what Tracker did is that he purposely did the stone in the middle of the map, not the most obvious second choice, so he wouldn't get caught out, which is really smart. Kills the Vil, so a second tower isn't coming down. Has not moved the trade post, the silver tree yet. I'm guessing his goal is to at least get some units out before he does so. Spearmen are going to find the villagers, but the tower's going to come up just in time. Good thing he put up that tower, and he did it. And good thing he sent 2 vills. If he sent 1 vill, this would not have gone up in time. Villagers are here, and the spearmen are going to have to run away. What is Kaup up to? So castle coming down. As I was saying earlier, there's been a lot of early action. This has been a really fun game here. As I was saying, the big thing for Kaup is going to... Well, first, I got to take a picture of this. I got to take a picture of this tower for the thumbnail, and I will be adding my overreaction face to that, of course. Oh, now he's making... Oh, the spear got away. Very nice micro from Kaup. So, as I was saying, the test of the meta for Lancaster has been, if we're going to do some sort of feudal aggression, if we're not going to be sitting back but actually putting pressure on, what's the right amount of manners to give us a nice eco bonus? So I've seen 3 manners into all-in. I've seen 6 manners into all-in. It's just like, how many manners can we add to get a nice little bonus that gives us our feudal fighting worth? Because then if we continuously fight, we're getting those free resources, and it's very much worth it for us. So if Lancaster can get that advantage in feudal with some manners behind it, they want to keep fighting because their ecos is probably going to be better. So interesting way to play. Silver Tree is crossing. The tower has not been touched yet. There's only, I'm guessing, 1 villager in that, or 1 spear in that. So not a really tough tower to destroy. He is gonna have the stone to upgrade it here in a second if he wants to. I think the traders will go near the tower. I'm not sure. Maybe it'll buy, like, maybe it will skip the tower, but oh, it is. We're already seeing it happen right now. 1 trader has been made, and he's going into archers, and I'm guessing it's gonna be Keshiks. Now, he can't do Mangudai just because the yeomen of the House of Lancaster are really good against Mangudai, so we can't do that one. So what he has to do is go into archers, which, here's once again, he's been saving up stone, right? He has 415 stone. He can double produce archers for days. Every double produce archer is just 80 stone. If you don't know the double production mechanic for the Mongols, how it works is that if they have the stone for it, they can double produce a set of units for the same price as 1, but it costs stone. The spears do catch the initial trader, so that trader's going to go down. And I don't even think he even gathered anything. I might have done 1 drop off, but good catch by Kaup, maximizing these spears. Like, these spears are being placed everywhere. These been 4 spears have done a lot of work. Dropped a tower, forced his villagers to come up and build another Uvun tower, and then killed the trader. Like, a lot of worth out of those early spears. He's doing 3 manners. He is upgrading to the 6 manners, so it looks like he's going to do 6 manners. No units have been made. Kaup, I don't, is he going to go into units after this or go castle? That's the question. At any point, he can't pop the demi-lancers as another way to harass the trade. Archers are coming to kill the spears who are going on that point of interest, the abandoned outpost, which will give him vision near the trade post. Now, it's interesting for doing trade on this map. If you can get the abandoned outpost, you immediately know if they're trading or not. Are those archers going to kill the spears? We'll see here in a second. Now, traders are being made by Tracker. 1 trade so far. He's getting 80 gold per drop off. Not bad. And he's double producing Keshiks. He's trying to get the Keshik number out along with archers. These numbers are not looking great for Kaup. Kaup has yet to add more units. Tracker has 10 units on the field, and Kaup only has 1 spear. It's in the tower up here. Push him with stone, but here he has enough stone for 6 manners. I'm guessing it's all he's gonna really go. And this looks like a castle rush. He's gonna use the defensive posture of the manners and the Castle Lancaster. He's gonna rush castle now. It's not really a castle rush, right? We're 9 minutes in the game, but he's gonna go castle now with the manners. And here's the thing for Kaup. Yes, he's getting the passive food from the manners, but he's almost out of sheep. And if Tracker realizes this, all Tracker has to do is just keep making units. Don't let him leave. Don't let him go get other food. The manners will keep him going at a minimal rate, but not enough to keep going. He's popping the Lancers. This will give him 2 Lancers and 1 for each additional manner. So we're gonna see 8 Lancers out here. These dummy Lancers have good charge attack. And but the Keshiks are better than them. So if he just keeps making Keshiks, he's going to be okay. Here come the 8 Lancers. I hate this. I hate this. It just allows Lancaster to be so greedy for nothing. This greed that is just for building manners. Like, no other Civ has a mechanic where by being super greedy, they get to just produce a mass units. Like, Ottomans get that through the military schools, but the military schools, oh, he's back here burning down the tower. Oh, if these units were up here. But he knows, right? Here come the double stable. I think now he's officially going to go castle. These dummy lancers will make the trade really difficult, though. He's just going to keep using them to harass the trade, slow down Tracker's eco. But as I was saying, no, like, the Ottomans do get, you know, free units from military schools. We have to build them, they come out very slowly. No other unit has a mechanic where I boom super hard and then I get just free units like that. Well, not free, they cost money, but like just a group of units like that that help me hold, that help me, that make it so like booming is my best option and there's really no downside to it. Here come the mass of Keshiks. I'm going to have to fight the Demi-Lancers. I'm interested in the stats between the Demi-Lancers and the Keshiks. 140 health on a Demi-Lancer. 145 on a Keshik. 2-2 armor for Demi-Lancer, 3-3 armor for Keshik. 15 attack, 8 attack. So Keshiks are much stronger than Demi-Lancers. But the thing is, their speed is similar. So the Keshiks will never catch the Demi-Lancer. So if Cop just keeps having good micro, these Demi-Lancers will not die to Keshiks. So he'll keep running them around and make them very, very annoying. So behind this, he is dropping the King's College, and we'll go immediately into Mass Knights. The thing is, once again, his food is running out. Now, he has been banking free wood. He's been getting 270 wood a minute from these manors. He's had no villagers on wood this entire time. Demi-Lancers auto upgrade, and now they're maybe better than Keshiks. He's going to go into Hobelars. So Hobelars are going to be great against the archers. But if I'm Tracker, I'm probably not making archers anymore. You can guess there are knights coming out like that. Pushing that into castle like that, it has to be knights. Immediately getting the upgrade for the Hobelars. I remember correctly, that gives, I forget what that upgrade does for Hobelars. It gives them something. Oh, here it is. Hobelar charge damage increased by 150%, production speed by 100%. So these bad boys come out every 8 seconds. So what Kalp's going for is cheap, and he's going for mass. So his goal is he's going to make these cheap units completely outmass the Keshiks, and while an individual Keshik will beat a Hobelar, he's going to make so many Hobelars it won't matter. That's the goal here. And then these Hobelars are going to run all over the map. They're going to dive villagers. They're going to run into eco. The Hobelars are an amazing diving unit because their ranged armor is so high. 4 ranged armor means they can run under the TCs with very little issue. So this just looks like Kalp's goal is death by 1,000 cuts. He's not going to really try to engage Tracker directly. He's just going to try to run around the map of Hobelars and cause a huge issue. The food, speaking of which, is a huge issue right now. He's about out of sheep. Once the sheep run out, it's going to be really hard for him to continuously make Hobelars, even with the 6 manors. So I'm curious if he's going to try to sneak out on a deer pack here. He's going to try to do a slow farm transition. He can go on berries initially, 3rd stable coming down. Fights taken between the Keshiks and the veteran Demi-Lancers, and they're just getting crushed, honestly. Oh, now we're going for... Alp's just playing this super greedy. Like, he needs to secure food, and he's trying to go get relics? I don't know, man. The greed on that's crazy. Look, these archers are going to do... Look at this. Archers doing nothing to these Hobelars. Hobelars do 18 damage to range. He doesn't even care about the archers. He's going to run past them and go get the trade. Kurultai coming down for Tracker, and Tracker, I think, is actually in a pretty great position here. 10 traders, each getting 80 gold to drop off. The Hobelar mass could be an issue, but once he upgrades, gets the Kurultai, he can push into Kalp, and that's how you kind of fight this sort of like all-in style that Kalp's doing, where I'm just trying to raid you to death. Well, okay, I can't catch your raiders, your Hobelars are too fast, but if I show up at your doorstep with a Kurultai and 14 Keshiks, you're gonna have to fight me. And that's where things are gonna get really tough for Kalp. Kalp's not making some spears to defend at home. And he is officially berries. This is only food. He's finally getting wheelbarrow, though Tracker also doesn't have any upgrades. But these guys have just been investing completely into units. And eco, you know, via the manors or via the silver tree. So no eco upgrades have been taken yet. This Keshik's still holding up okay against the Hobelars, but, you know, 3 Hobelars doing 10 damage each isn't nothing to sniff at against Keshiks. And he's going to win these little fights around here. Now the Hobelar mass is going to become a real issue. This is starting to become a real problem. So you notice Tracker is trying to keep his eco safe by making these pastures and not having his villagers be out on the map, but he is on berries right now. His entire gold income is from trade, so if the trade starts dying, it's going to be a huge issue for his eco. Hobelars are now really making their presence felt in Tracker's base. Keshik's still alive on the outside, trying to chase down these Hobelars, but the Hobelars are faster. So if Kalp just has good micro, the Hobelars will never be caught. If you guys want to thank this Hobelar strategy, you can watch Aussie Jungle famously released that video where Faye demolished, I think it was GUA with Hobelar mass. Look at this, look at this. TC's doing nothing to these guys. Doing absolutely nothing to them. Oh my god, this might be the end. Just a Hoblar dive with 10 Hoblars into the base. These villagers have nowhere to go. Oh my god. It's honestly brutal. And this is Kalp doing a really smart thing. He knows, he identifies what is a really good strength of my Civ. What is a weakness of Mongols? Mongols don't have walls. The only way to hide vills is through towers. What do I have? I have Hobelars who have amazing range defense. They're very fast. What is my opponent probably going to attack me with? He's probably going to attack me with Keshiks and Archers. So if I hit castle, a large amount of Hobelars who are super cheap, and get on the map, I can kill the trade, I can harass his vills, I can make his life really tough, and behind that, look what he's done. 3 towers and now he's on the berries. He literally did that dive just to buy himself space to go get on berries now. He's not on gold anymore. He's got 3 relics. That's all the gold trickle he needs. Hoblars do not cost a lot. This is a nice little drop of the Kurultai. Taking the fight near the Kurultai is huge. So he ran the villagers near the Kurultai for the health and for the damage bonuses on his units. Oh, what's his trader count? Down to 7. Oof. But just this trickle of gold is enough to keep building Hoblars. Because each Hoblar only costs 20 gold. He's getting 200 gold a minute right now. Passively. I don't think he's on gold anywhere. He's not. He's surviving purely on berries. That's honestly crazy. Getting the next 2 relics. But this is just such a micro intent. Just like sending units all over the map, grabbing relics, praying you can get on these food resources. And it worked because Tracker cannot be out here raiding. He had to come back and kill the Hoblars. There's still 20 Hoblars on the field. But oh man, Kalp lost these 3 back here. It's just how much can Kalp maintain the micro and maintain a strong, work on his Hoblars, because Tracker's starting to catch him around the map. Here comes the next dive, splitting the Hoblars, 6 one way, 6 another. I was curious. I thought Tracker might start doing mass towers in his base to protect his villagers, but he's not. He hasn't done that yet. And look at Kalp here, just very methodically expanding on the map. He uses a mass of Hoblars to make Tracker chase him. And then Kalp gets on the map with multiple towers on the food resources, and now Tracker's realizing, he needs food really bad. Look at this catch. Wow. That is immediate Vill kill. I just noticed the Vill kills for Kalp. Kalp has 33 Vill kills. That is Vills, but it's also traders. He's just parking Hoblars right outside the silver tree. And this massive spears is actually an issue. Once again, Kalp doing a really smart transition. I have now done mass Hoblars, which has killed all your archers. You don't want to make archers because of my Hoblars. So you're making mass Keshiks. So to secure resources on the map, I'm just going to start doing mass spears. My spears are just going to sit on my villagers. I don't need my spears on the map. I see my Hoblars. If I can get enough food, I guess what's the next step for Kalp? Because at one point, the food on the map's going to run out. If the Hoblars keep dying, if he doesn't have a mass to push with, eventually Tracker can just switch back in archers, and he is now. He is now starting to make archers, though I think he's trying to another dive. Oh my gosh, 40 villagers killed by Kalp. Insane. And then another group of Hoblars. It just never ends. And he says, F it, we're taking this fight. Tracker feels like he has to do some Vill damage now. He has to do some eco damage now. He can't keep running around with his Kesh. He's going to drop the Kurultai and just go for it. Kurultai with a bunch of upgraded Keshiks. Can they fight a group of spears? Like, this is just pure spears. There's nothing to kill these spears. And he's going to go for it. This fight's going to kind of define the game. And even under the Kurultai, he can't do it. He didn't bait out the brace, by the way, which he needed to do for that to work. He's going to have to run. And then the Hoblars are just once again. I mean, what he's doing, he's splitting his Hoblars and just going to each eco source on the map and killing vills. And this feels like kind of the end for Tracker. He's built up a nice amount of Keshiks. But Kalp just keeps getting to go on resources. Now he's massing onto stone, probably just to drop a keep somewhere. And using tower mass, using mass spears. He has forced Tracker to do into every decision he's wanted. The initial tower rush bought him space to do his own manor push into fast castle. The mass Hoblars forced Tracker to go into mass Keshiks, which then he countered with mass spears. He then sent Hoblars all over the map just to kill villagers, kill traders, make sure Tracker never got an eco lead going. And now Tracker's down to 37 villagers. His trade is at 8. And while he has a great mass of Keshiks, he doesn't have enough archers to fight the 30 spears that Kalp has. At this point, I think Kalp could just put his units together and walk into Tracker's base and finish the game. Second TC coming down. Just a quick eco reinvestment by Kaup. Because why not? You're safe. Might as well. It's the safe option. The spears have surrounded the Kurultai. Oh no. And that is a dead Kurultai. It tried to run, but it couldn't run fast enough. I guess Tracker never got the speed upgrade. No, he never did. He never got the superior mobility. Yeah. And that's it. Wow. What a game from Kaup. A really well planned out and executed strategy. Every step of the way, the adjustments Tracker made were exactly what Kaup wanted. And he bet that he could secure these food resources on the map and use that to push him towards the victory and won. Really, really fun game. I'm sorry for everyone who plays against House of Lancaster if you face this strategy, because this seems very tilting. Hope you enjoyed the game. Check out my other content on my YouTube, my coaching Discord. Check out the box below the video if you want to see that. Like and subscribe. And hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.